Hi, welcome to the Squeaky Wheel Farm. I'm Christine. Today's June 21st. It's the summer solstice, which means it's the longest day of the year. However, it's going to be very hot today. Thank goodness there's a breeze. Now the potato bugs have been getting after my potato plants. I've been squishing them, I've been picking them off, I vacuumed them up. Now from what I understand, a plant can lose up to a third of its leaves without it damaging the roots and the potatoes, the tubers that are below the ground. Even though I've been after these bugs through the vacuuming with the shop vac and picking them off and squishing them, I've taken care of hundreds and they still keep coming. I'm hopeful that these plants will survive and be able to produce some potatoes in spite of all the bugs. Most of these plants seem to be coming through okay. And here's just some flowers that I planted. These are called vincas. They're very much like impatiens. Now this strawberry planter that looked kind of thin and pathetic a few weeks ago is just so full. I'm really going to have to thin this out and expand it to another bed of strawberries. But we're getting quite a few strawberries and they're so delicious. And these tomato plants were the ones I planted really deep, so it's taken them a while to grow. And here's just some more flowers to brighten your day. I think it really adds to the garden by adding flowers. It's hot out, but the peas haven't given up yet. They're still giving us quite a few, which is really great for this time of year. Now this is the size that I usually pick them at, and I'll just blanch them in some boiling water really quick and then spread them out on a cookie sheet and then put them in the freezer. Pop them into a gallon-sized bag after they're frozen, and then they're really easy to take a handful out at a time so that I can use in stir fries and things like that. Now that's going to be one of my goals this year, is to not buy stuff like stir fry, which is like $5 a bag. And it's kind of silly because I've got peas, I've got all kinds of vegetables. I can mix them up into a combination that would make a good meal. So that's my goal this year, is to not buy things that I can produce or grow myself. And this is Tillie. She's going right for the peas again. I don't discourage her from eating them because they're healthy for her, and she's earned a reward because she chases the rabbits out of the garden. But when they first started coming on, I definitely did push her out of there a few times just so that she wouldn't eat them all. She will definitely clean off the row. Now I'm letting her do it right now because I've already harvested 2 large baskets of peas and I've already got them blanched and put into the freezer. So while I am hoping for more of a harvest, I am willing to share some of the bounty with Tillie because it's kind of fun to see her foraging for food and getting what she wants, and it makes me happy. Now my grandkids were over a few days ago and they also harvested quite a few of the peas, and they do the same thing. They will stand there and eat more than they put in the bucket, but that also is a good thing. They're learning to enjoy vegetables. And I believe that they can tell the difference between store-bought and homegrown, at least by the taste. And they also helped me to grow this garden. They helped to plant the peas, they've helped to weed, and they've helped to water, so it's only right that they should have part of the harvest. These are Concord grapes. I started them in this planter box just last summer. They're not doing great. I think I'm going to have to add some more compost. They just seem a little more yellowish than I'd like. So I'll see what I can do with those and get them to recover. It could be because I use wood chips as mulch, and it might be robbing some of the nitrogen from the soil. So I might have to rethink that and put grass clippings on these as well. Because these boxes do dry out quickly, and so I like them to have some mulch, but yeah, gonna have to do something else because they're a little too yellow. They're not liking it. And the last thing I've got to show you today, I've got some fruit leather started, or fruit roll-ups. We've had an abundance of strawberries, so this morning I thought I'd give this a try. So it's just strawberries that's pureed, And then the recipe called for adding either applesauce, or I had fresh apples, so that's what I used, and a little bit of vanilla. And you just puree it and then pour it onto the fruit leather trays and put it in the dehydrator. And it looks like it's doing what it's supposed to do. Now this magic mill, this is something that I got recently for my birthday, and the reviews were all very good. It was very affordable, and I think it's going to serve my purpose really well. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one more thing. I hope to see you again soon.